This week, meet Taiwan's rising basketball stars, the Hinton brothers, who are making noise on the court. Meanwhile, tennis icon Hsieh Su-wei dazzles at Wimbledon once again. And when you're happy, you just dance. Let's get into it only on Game on Taiwan. Welcome to Game on Taiwan. Taiwan's tennis icon Hsieh Su-wei made another deep Grand Slam run at Wimbledon 2025, reaching the women's doubles final with partner Yelena Ostapenko. After taking the first set 6-3, they were edged out by the 8 seeds Mertens and Kudermetova in a tight 3-set match, finishing as runners-up. Still, it was another incredible Grand Slam showing for Hsieh, whose consistency and creativity continue to light up the global tennis stage. With 9 Grand Slam doubles titles already to her name, fans across Taiwan are now hoping she'll capture the elusive 10th at the upcoming US Open. Now let's shift from the grass courts of Wimbledon to the hardwood as we introduce 2 rising talents in Taiwan basketball.
Hi, I'm Adam Hinton. I'm a rising senior at Cornell University. I play basketball there and I also study biological sciences, and I play on Taiwan's national men's basketball team.
Hi, I'm Robert Hinton, also known as Hebo. I'm 19 years old. I go to Harvard University and play basketball there, and I also play on the Chinese Taipei national team.
Meet Adam and Robert Hinton, brothers whose basketball journey has taken them from Los Angeles to Taiwan. Adam, a pre-med student at Cornell University, and Robert, studying pre-law at Harvard, have made waves both academically and on the court. Since 2023, the Hinton brothers have proudly represented the Taiwan men's national basketball team in the William Jones Cup, showing heart, hustle, and talent. Their connection to Taiwan runs deep through their mother, Zheng, who grew up in Taiwan before moving to the U.S. at age 15.
台湾绝对就是家呀，从小就来。我们从小小孩子小 baby 我就抱回来给我爸妈看，一年有时候还来2次。对他们来讲，回台湾是他最快乐的事情。为什么呢？回台湾没有功课，没有一大堆的学这学那，回来然后各种朋友、阿姨、叔叔都是在想办法让他快乐。不管是去这里去那里，然后都以他们为主。在美国，动作慢一点，大概就被我念了。这里有这么多的 love。
Even though I grew up in the US, we came back regularly for either a week or 2 weeks, and I know I didn't grow up in Taiwan, but it felt like I did at times. I used to go down to Ren-ai to play basketball with some of the kids. I shadowed a little bit, so I got a feel for that. But I also used to go to the morning markets with my waipo. So it was nice. She would bike and I'd have to sprint alongside her. That really felt like I was immersed in Taiwan.
I love Taiwan, and especially since we started playing basketball here a few years ago, there's so many fans. We have so much support from everyone and all the fellow basketball lovers here. So I love Taiwan. Taiwan's just another home away from home. Everyone welcomes us with open arms.
With their mom's roots in Taiwan, she played a strong guiding role in raising these 2 young men. Her support and values helped them excel in both basketball and academics, proudly carrying their Taiwanese heritage wherever they go.
其实我是一个很标准的台湾妈妈，台湾女生应该这样讲。我跟我们小孩子讲，我从小到大我连篮球场都没看过，我打球就是那种 tennis 啦、游泳啦，我是不用进运动场的那种女生。所以一直到约会的时候，我们2个在约会的时候，我老公他是看湖人队，他是有 season tickets 的，然后我就跟我们公司的律师说，我要去约会了，可是我不知道篮球是什么，我还到现在都还记得，他在会议室把报纸摊开，讲解整个这个湖人队的页面给我听，然后告诉我说，打球有5个人，5对5。我是这样子一个开始的妈妈。
This mom admits she knows nothing about basketball, yet raised 2 Ivy League sons who shine on the court. Her secret? The simple 20-minute rule and a reminder that if she can do it, any mom can.
那么读书方面呢，我就跟他们讲，我不需要你去做功课做1个钟头，或者是2个钟头，我只给你20分钟。20分钟你要做完，而且你要做对。不对，很抱歉，你又一个20分钟。你不想要那么多20分钟，你就一次就把它做完。也就是因为这样吧，那弟弟看哥哥，所以就更早就不需要我照顾了。所以我觉得我们家2个小孩子的这种精神，应该就是时间短。要正确。
I don't even think it was just my mom. I think both of my parents were definitely a little strict, but I think it definitely worked out for the better. Made my brother and I really focus on the important things, academics, whatever we chose to do extracurricular-wise, and put our all into that. Yeah, I'd say I have a little bit of pressure there. I feel like I've always been kind of like the guinea pig, or like the trailblazer, so whatever I do, Robert tends to follow suit. And I just want to keep being able to lead Robert and give him a good example to look up to. I think he's an amazing kid. I mean, his personality, his character, his morals, and obviously his skills on the court and in the classroom. I think they're second to none, and I want to help him as much as I can. I would say I felt really proud when I got my Cornell offer. I really felt like I made it. I was very happy. And then even more so when I was invited to come back to Taiwan, playing for Jones Cup, that was just a wonderful feeling. I felt truly blessed to be able to represent my mom's country.
3年前我们回来打琼斯杯，真的我也没有想到，这个 love 已经变成是见到的每个人，他都感觉像是家人。大家对他的爱，对他的这种接纳，你说是不是？就每个年轻的就好像是他的表兄弟、堂兄弟或者是表姐妹。
Taiwan has been more than just a second home for Adam and Robert. It's where they found strength, support, and a deeper purpose in their basketball journey, on and off the court.
I was definitely surprised to see how many fans there are here. I think the Taiwan fans are they're so welcoming, so warm, so supportive, and I feel like every single time I interact with anybody, I always feel warm. I feel like Taiwan is my home, and like everybody's right behind me. Playing that first game in Jones Cup my first year, I was so nervous, so many people there and everybody rooting, so I was extremely excited. I've been playing basketball since I was 4 years old. My parents just always had a basketball around the house. I don't know if I was good at basketball at first, but fell in love with it. I loved watching it, and I feel like I loved watching it so much. My parents always say that whenever it would come on, I'd immediately just leave and not watch and just pick up the basketball and go play by myself. Just try to do what I saw on TV.
追到，但是被赫伯抄走，前面 showtime Robert 赫伯。
I think I always loved basketball my whole life, but when I realized that I was actually like good at it was probably when I was 16 years old. No matter what team I was on, I feel like I was always one of the best players. I always did really, really well, but until high school, you don't really know if you're gonna actually be very good or not. And there was a summer when I really separated from a lot of my other fellow players and teammates, where I really grew and I worked really hard and I was growing. And that year was the first year I started getting college scholarship offers. And that was when I realized, like, wow, I'm really becoming a good basketball player.
赫丹赫伯从小长大，因为在美国，他的梦想绝对是打美国队。我们的家的墙壁贴的全是 Team USA 的贴纸。从小他们就觉得这是他的目标。那这一次真的在2月份，这个 Team USA 就开始和我们联络，希望赫伯参加。那这个东西其实在我们家，已经在思考很久了，因为那个时候赫伯还在赛季中。那我们也很客气的跟他们讲说，我们需要花一些时间，好好的讨论。当然要尊重赫伯的选择。我希望我们能够在赛季后。再来回答。赛季结束以后，就是让赫伯彻底的了解，参加这 U19跟不参加他的一些衡量，最终就像他和大家所讲的，那就是他的心声。
Being invited to the U19 national team that really was a dream come true. I mean, Michael Jordan's my favorite player of all time, and everyone knows he played on Team USA, and that was always my goal since I was younger. So being invited to the U19 team this year, I mean, that was such a huge deal. But if I picked the U19 team, I would never be able to play with my brother, play in front of my family in Taiwan, play in front of all the fans in Taiwan. And that's something I just couldn't put down. If I played for U19 Team USA this year, I would never be able to play in the Asia Cup this year with my teammates and my brother. It was definitely a hard decision, but I think I definitely made the right one. And I'm still, my main goal as a basketball player is still to play in the NBA. And I think even with this decision, I'm still on track to do that. Oh yeah, Jeremy's definitely a role model for me. Starting around a year ago, we got into contact and he texts me throughout the college year. He's always checking on me. He always congratulates me after my really good games. And I mean, who doesn't look up to him? I mean, he was an amazing NBA player. He paved a huge road for so many young kids growing up. He's just an awesome guy. He's a great person off the court and on the court. And I definitely look up to him. And while following his footsteps, I'm also trying to pave my own path as Robert Hinton.
Robert Hinton's goal is clear, making it to the NBA. After winning recognition as the Ivy League Rookie of the Year in 2024-25, he's working hard to break through. Driven by discipline and heart, Robert stays focused on the dream that started it all.
I think almost every basketball fan growing up wants to play in the NBA. And growing up, everyone always asks you, like, what is your future job or your dream job when you grow up? And I always would write, like, oh, I want to play in the NBA. And obviously, growing up, a lot of adults might be like, oh, like, that's not realistic or anything. But over these past few years, I really feel like playing in the NBA is not just like some far dream. Especially this year at Harvard, I mean, so many NBA scouts and NBA owners came to my games to watch me, and they're scouting my games and stuff. And once I heard about that, I mean, that makes me super excited because that means I'm really getting closer to my dream of playing in the NBA. One of the core things that my head coach, Coach Amaker, was telling me this year because he really wants me to play in the NBA too, right? So, and he was just telling me the main thing is I can't become complacent and I can't become too comfortable with where I'm at. And I always have to keep working really hard and just never being comfortable with how good I am right now, always striving to become better every day. And that's what I've been trying to do, and that's how I'll hopefully reach my goal.
I'd like to be a orthopedic surgeon. I think that is what I'd love to do. And I'd like to have a subspecialty in sports medicine. I'm super excited for the future. Obviously, I'm going into my senior year at Cornell. There's a lot up in the air right now. And I'm super excited for what God has in store for me. I know that everything will work out. Currently, I'm studying for the MCAT to get into med school. So I'm seeing how it all goes, but I definitely think I have a lot more basketball to play.
Adam and Robert are chasing their dreams, both on the court and beyond. With passion and determination, their journey is only beginning, and all of Taiwan is behind them every step of the way. Coming up, let's check out how Adam and Robert have performed so far in the William Jones Cup.
又把球给抄走了，不带。
The William Jones Cup tipped off with fire as the Taiwan Blue squad took on a tough Australian All-Stars team in New Taipei City. The team exploded out of the gates.
又把球给抄走了，不带。哇！这个企图心，直接暴扣篮筐。还剩3秒钟的时间，往前面突破要来了。
From the opening whistle, Taiwan Blue showcased their sharp shooting, hitting 6 3-pointers in the first quarter alone and storming into a 32-6 lead. The Hinton brothers electrified the arena with spectacular slam dunks, sending fans into a frenzy. By halftime, Taiwan had built a commanding 54-16 advantage, effectively sealing the game and never letting up since. The final score, a dominant 90-56 victory over Australia, giving Taiwan the perfect start to their Asia Cup preparations. Jeremy Lin isn't just making shots, he's making change. Since 2020, the former NBA star has been turning every three-pointer into impact through his self-initiated Threes for Hope campaign. This past season, Lin sank 110 threes in 47 games across Taiwan's TPBL and the EASL, donating 1.65 million new Taiwan dollars to the Teach for Taiwan Foundation to support educational equity in underserved communities. With total donations now exceeding 4.7 million new Taiwan dollars in Taiwan and 9 million new Taiwan dollars globally, Lin's commitment shows no signs of slowing down. This year, Lin also teamed up with the new Taipei Kings to give rural students a courtside experience, a visit to the locker room, a tour of the stadium, and a glimpse into Korea's behind the game. But perhaps most powerful was what came afterward, walking two young brothers home and chatting with their family about how to guide kids through failure. Jeremy Lin is rewriting what it means to be a player who leads with heart and vision. The 2025 Taipei Asian Judo Open finished this weekend at Taipei Arena, bringing together athletes from 22 countries for 2 days of exciting matches. Team Taiwan had a strong showing. On day one, they won 1 gold, 2 silvers, and 1 bronze medal. On day 2, Taiwan had 18 athletes competing in 7 more weight classes, from men's under 81 kg to over 100 kg and women's under 70 kg and over 78 kg. They added 1 more gold, 2 silvers, and 3 bronze medals. In total, Taiwan won 10 medals, 2 gold, 4 silver, and 4 bronze. This tournament gave Taiwan's young athletes great experience as they look forward to competing on the world stage. The 2025 Unions Cup wrapped up in Kaohsiung with 4 teams: Singapore, the Philippines, Thailand, and host nation Taiwan, battling for regional pride and glory. Held for the first time in Taiwan at the Kaohsiung National Stadium, the tournament also marked a key milestone in regional rugby development. In the opening matches, the Philippines defeated Singapore 37-20, while Taiwan fell just short against Thailand, losing 19-20 in a nail-biter. But Taiwan bounced back in the bronze medal match, edging out Singapore 27-22 to secure 3rd place on home soil. In the championship final, the Philippines delivered a dominant performance, defeating Thailand 23-6 to claim the gold medal. With high energy on the field and growing unity off it, this tournament serves the purpose of pushing Asian rugby a step further on the global stage. Up next, get ready for some red-hot baseball action you won't want to miss.
都是他们的问题。
With 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th and on the brink of a shutout loss, Kuo-chen delivered a moment for the ages, crushing a dramatic 2-run walk-off homer to lift the Fubon Guardians over the TSG Hawks in a stunning 2-1 comeback victory at home.
这球出手打到了左半边，来看一下，最后是越过大墙，这是再见全垒打，范国成在主场成为了富邦悍将的制胜英雄。
The stadium erupted as fans stood in disbelief. Fans' heroics didn't just secure the win, they made history. It was the first time in 33 years that a CPBL player has hit a walk-off homer with 2 outs in the 9th to avoid a shutout. The last and only other time it happened was on May 6, 1992. Now, Kuo-chen has become the first Taiwanese player ever to accomplish this rare and extraordinary feat forever carving his name into CPBL lore with one unforgettable swing. The Fubon Guardians kept the drama alive in the final game of their home series against the TSG Hawks. The TSG Hawks were one run up in the ninth, but the Guardians weren't done. Tsung-hsien tied the game with a clutch single. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, it all came down to pinch hitter Tsung-hsien.
一好球之后再来这个球掉下来了，接到比赛要结束了。代打李宗贤成为富邦悍将的制胜功臣，这一支再见安打帮助富邦4-3拿下了主场的胜利。
Tsung-hsien delivered the walk-off single to seal the 4-3 win and broke into tears on stage as the home crowd chanted his name. With 2 walk-off wins this weekend, the Guardians gave their fans plenty to cheer about. In the CPBL, fans always look forward to seeing Lin An-ko dance after a home run, especially since he usually shies away from the tradition. But on July 12th, after blasting 2 homers in one game, his Uni-Lions teammates made sure to celebrate with him with a playful dragon boat dance. Lin An-ko also made history this game, becoming the fastest player in CPBL history to reach 16 home runs, taking just 36 games. Next are the top 5 moments of the week. Let's take a look at how Taiwanese athletes made headlines with their standout performances. The Nippon Professional Baseball League has officially approved Taiwanese pitcher Sun Yilei's eligibility for the Rookie of the Year award, giving him a shot at the honor this season. His team, the Hokkaido Nippon Hand Fighters, are carefully developing him as a future starter after he made 7 bullpen appearances with 1 save, 4 holds, and a 2.57 ERA. Sun is now gaining valuable starting experience in the minors as the fighters focus on his long-term growth on the mound. Taiwan's women's football team made history at the 2025 East Asian Cup, ending a 12-year scoreless drought against China. After falling behind by 2 goals in the first half, Taiwan came back strong with key adjustments, leveling the match at 2-2 in dramatic fashion. Although the game ended in a 2-4 loss, it was a milestone performance that marked a turning point for the team. Taiwan's women's compound archery team claimed a thrilling victory at the 4th stage of the 2025 Archery World Cup in Madrid, edging out India with a close score of 227-225 to win the gold medal in the women's compound team event. In the recurve mixed team event, the Taiwanese duo edged out their opponents 5-4 after a 19-17 win in the shoot-off to claim the bronze medal. Xu Xin-tzu earned silver in the women's recurve event at the Archery World Cup after a shoot-off loss to Korea's Kang Chae-yong. It marks Xi's best World Cup result and ties the best finish by a Taiwanese female archer in the event. Taiwan's tennis legend Hsieh Su-wei delivered yet another Grand Slam highlight, reaching the Wimbledon 2025 women's doubles final with partner Yelena Ostapenko. Hsieh battled through 3 intense sets before finishing as runner-up. Though she missed out on the title this time, her run to the final once again proved why she is one of the best in the world. What's the best way to enjoy summer? Of course, it's playing in the water. Last weekend, the CTBC brothers hosted a special event called the Cool Water Festival. Fans jumped into water fights in the hot zones near first and third base, and the whole crowd had an absolute blast. Thanks for watching Game on Taiwan. Stay happy, stay active, and we'll see you next time.